welcome back to another digital moment with Terina. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 things that I wish I knew before moving to the UAE. Guys, guess what? When I moved there, I realized that WhatsApp calls are banned. Yes, guys, WhatsApp calls are banned in the UAE, banned in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all across the Emirates. Not only WhatsApp calls, but also Messenger. I couldn't make any calls on WhatsApp or to call anyone on Messenger. I had to stick to sending text and voice notes. Can you believe that? I did not know that. Nobody never tell me that. Why somebody never tell me that? So I could make WhatsApp calls. So I had to make straight calls back home, and you know that is very expensive. But guess what? You can purchase a VPN here in the UAE, or what is called BOTM, and you pay a monthly charges, and then you can make your calls back home. So yes, there's a way around that. The second thing that I found out when I moved to UAE is that it is very humid here. Yes, we all know that it's very hot, but it's extremely humid. Sometimes you step outside, it's as if you can't breathe. So when I reached to Dubai and I stepped outside into the parking lot to get a taxi to go to Abu Dhabi, it's like I walked into a heated brick wall. I could feel like I could touch the heat. It was that hot and it was so humid. I was like, and then I started sweating and all of that. I did not know that it would get so hot and humid here in the UAE. So a few weeks ago, the UAE recorded their hottest day, and it was like 51 degrees outside. And I read in the news that it will go up to about 55. They're expected it to get super hot. 55. Oh my gosh. The third thing is how safe and cheap it is to travel on public transportation across the UAE. It is super cheap and safe. And when I talk about safety, I mean that you can take any public transportation, that whether it's the bus or the taxi or whether it's the metro train in Dubai, you can take those mode of transportation and just relax. Just sleep. You can fall asleep and no one will hurt you. No harm will come to you. You can just tell the driver where you're going and he will bring you there safely. I'm telling you, no kidding. You can leave your groceries in the trunk and they will deliver it to your home. You can leave your purse, or you lost your phone in a taxi. Don't think that, oh, you're not going to see your phone again. That taxi driver is going to track you down and he's going to bring your phone to you. I'm serious, guys. It is safe. These taxi drivers, they are very honest. They are very honest when it comes to that. Okay? Another thing is that when you take the public transportation, you know, with a friend, 2 or 3 persons, you can divide the fare. So it's roughly around minimum 12 dirhams here, and you can divide the fare. So if it's 2 of you, you can divide that. If it's 3, you can divide that. So back home, we're used to multiplying the fare, not dividing the fare. So I was surprised with that. You know, it's great and it makes moving around a lot easier. So if you don't have a car, don't worry yourself. You can either rent one or you can take the public transportation. They are reliable, especially the buses. You know, they have their designated stops, so they know when to stop and where to go. You don't have to say, oh, I missed the bus, or I don't know when the bus is coming. If they work like clockwork. Okay, guys? They are on time. So if you go to the bus station and it says that the bus is going to be here at 10 a.m., the bus is going to be there at 10 a.m. Okay, and when they say the bus is going to leave, it is going to leave. You could be across the road wanting to catch the bus. It's not waiting on you because it has to reach the next stop at a certain time. So it is reliable, it is safe, and it is cheap. Okay. Another thing I wish I knew before I moved there, even though it doesn't apply to me, is that you can get liquor to buy here in the UAE. Yes, you can drink here. All right, but guess what? Drink responsibly. So you have to be 21 years old and older to get liquor in the UAE. But guess what? You can't just go to a corner store or a bar and buy liquor like that. No. You have to go to an hotel that has a bar and then you can buy the liquor. Okay? So for my friends and those persons who drink, yes, you can have your liquor. You can drink. Yeah, but drink responsibly. Okay, guys. Number six, guys. I didn't know this. It gets cold here in the desert. It gets super cold in winter. Okay, cold enough for you to be wearing a jacket and a scarf. I did not know that. I was thinking that, oh, it's gonna be hot, it's just gonna be hot all year round. It's like when you're in Jamaica in December and we're experiencing a really bad cold front. You know, for Christiana, for Manchester, my Jamaican friends, you know this, super cold. That is it. Here in the UAE in winter, it is very cold, but it's nice because you can go outside in the night, you can enjoy the evening. Even in the daytime it is cold, you have to have your scarf on. Okay, you have to wear your cardigans, you have to wear a jacket in the winter here. It still surprised me and amazed me when I go into the stores and I see these thick fluffy jackets with the fur on it. Yep. They are available here. And I think there's a mountain in Ras Al Khaimah. Yes, the tallest mountain in the UAE. I have to do the research and get the name for you. But snow falls there in winter. Yes, snow falls there in winter. So it's super cold here. I did not know that, but I enjoyed winter time. Is my favorite time here in the UAE. Another thing that I wish I knew before moving here is that I can take pictures any and anywhere I want. I have to be very mindful of where I am taking my pictures. I have to be looking around to make sure that I don't take any pictures of certain persons, mainly the locals, and certain buildings, guys. I did not know that. So sometimes, you know, you'll see these very nice buildings. I'm so, oh my God, look at the detail, the architecture, the design, and snap, snap. No, you'll go to jail. So be very careful not to take pictures of government buildings and certain offices. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and who is going to be in your picture, because if you take a picture and someone can easily tell you to delete it, and if you don't delete that, they can press charges against you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And that's a negative being a YouTuber here in the UAE. I have to be super mindful and respectful of others and the buildings. Be careful. I know every pretty building we can take, and it's not easy because, you know, say in a Jamaica with us out there and we take pictures anywhere and we enjoy ourselves. No, that's a no here. Be respectful, be mindful. Okay, sometimes you will see on some of the buildings, you will see the, you know, the no photography sign with the camera and the line going across it. So most of the times I try my best to look out for those signs. Sometimes you will not see any. So do your research before you go to certain places to make sure that you can take pictures. Okay, another thing, guys, is that you cannot show affection in public. So if you're out with your significant other, your spouse, your husband or your wife, you can't be out in the street hugging up and kissing and no, you'll get in trouble. Okay, someone will report you or they may report you, so keep that in mind. I know you love your guy, you love your girl. I say I'm my man this and I'm my girl this, and we can do anything we want to her or to him. Not here. Okay, so be mindful that this is a Muslim country and there are certain rules and regulations that we have to follow. So you just keep the loving until you go home. Okay, being a Jamaican, guys, this next one was really hard. I wish I knew we could dance in public. You see why this is difficult? Because I'm from the land of reggae music, okay? And when I came here, I found out that we couldn't dance in public. But I mean, I'll get down bad and dirty still, you know. But if you hear one music, you know, you hear like a tune and you just want there's no street party, there's no store or shop or a bar playing any music and people outside gathering and enjoying themselves, and man a bubble upon a girl and a girl a bubble upon a man, and no, can't do that here. We can't do that here. We can't go out and just dance in the mall. You hear music, you just stop and rock. No, it's not allowed. You know, but we have seen it, you know, going out with your friends and oh, there's a Jamaican music. Because anytime we hear the reggae, you know, man, it's just like something just I would just, you know. But you have to catch up with yourself and say, oh my gosh, I can't dance, I can't, you know. You have to go and stush. So I wish I knew that before moving to the UA. Now, something that will come still in about knowledge is power. I said I was going to talk about 10 things, maybe me past 10, but this last one that I have to talk about is I can't easily go to a store or a supermarket and just buy Jamaican food. I can't go and get my seasoning, my spice, things like that. It is, it's annoying, you know, want of a better word, but I'll use that one. I can't just walk into a supermarket and pick up my spice and, you know, get some seasoning or some snacks that I eat from back home. I can't get that, you know. A friend of mine and a colleague, she shared a website of a company that will ship, if you order online, they will ship the products to you. I haven't tried it yet. You know, I still have that as a plan B. And then lately, you know, a few weeks ago, the first Jamaican restaurant was open in Abu Dhabi, Kingston 21, planning on going there soon. But what I do to get my food when I'm going on in the summer, trust me, anywhere the food can catch, it a catch. May I tell you, say I'm coming back with my suitcases filled with Jamaican goodies, my seasoning, my spices, my bun, crackers, cock soup, noodle, whatever it is, I'm coming back with it. And if anybody coming up in December, they'll take something for me. But you can't readily go to a supermarket and just pick up stuff here. And other nationalities can, but not Jamaican. So guys, when you're coming, make sure say you have your little knickknacks them, especially the seasoning. You know that you can get your chicken, fish, whatever meat you want, but make sure you have your seasoning, because that is what give it that Jamaican flavor, that Caribbean flavor. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So those are the things that I wish I knew before moving here. I would have been more prepared for the transition. But guess what? I'm going into my 4th year and I survived it, so you can too. So send out those CVs, book that flight, guys, and I'll see you on the next digital moment with Tarina.